Welcome back to another video. So today I think this is the first time I've ever done one actually. Subscriber request. Oh no, I think I've done one in the past. One. So this girl, long time subscriber of mine, she's also an Aquarius, same as me, and she's asked me to do a set of Aquarius nails, which I've never done, so I'm going to give that a go today. So I'm using my Macau XXL stiletto tips and I'm cutting them down into coffin. I just use regular glue, regular nail glue to glue my tips on. Hold it in like that, and then I always pinch it in at the sides to make sure them side wings are stuck down. And then I'm just snipping the number off the end because I wanted them to be quite long. And then I just quickly file up the sides, make sure they're straight and there's none hanging over. And then I will file where it's been glued on to blend that into the natural nail. And then I always buff off all that shiny surface because gel won't stick to a shiny surface. So get all that shiny surface buffed off. Don't know what that was. So I'm using my Madam Glam Builder in a bottle. So this is Builder Light Beige. And it's a really, I'd say it's a really pale nude pink rather than a beige. And I'm using their white. I love the white. It's a real opaque white. It's not a transparent or milky white. It is a white. So on this middle finger, I'm going to do a nail bed. I'm going to do a nail bed on the pinky as well, but I'm just going to show you doing this one. So what I like to do when I'm using gel to do a nail bed, I like to do a thin layer first. I put a bit too much on actually for this first layer. I normally like to do a really thin layer first and just kind of map out with my brush exactly where I want that nail bed to be. Yeah, more just kept dripping off the nail. Every time I spin it round in circles like that, it's to get the blob off my brush or to bring it back into the middle. So yeah, I like to just map out with this first layer where I want that nail bed to be. And then I'm just going to give that a quick half a cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. I'm just swiping around the tip there just to pull it down the nail. Just keep swiping side to side, walk it down the nail. I wanted it a little bit longer. I did them too short actually. I wasn't happy with how short I did my nail beds today, but hey ho. So I'm going back in with a second layer now just to build up a little bit of an apex. Not too much because the nail bed, it ends up being quite high and builds its own apex, don't it, when you do this kind of thing. So again, just the same as I did with that first layer, just keep swiping it side to side, and I'm just building on top of that layer that I already did. I'm going to do one more layer as well, but I'll do the last layer off camera, and then I'll give that a full 60-second cure. As well, guys, I'll leave a list of all the Madam Glam products I've used today in my description box. I've got a 30% discount code for Madam Glam as well. That's always in my description box with a link to the website. So onto this pointer finger now. I'm going to do a fade on this pointer finger. So I'm just putting a really thin layer, again, just where I want that fade to start. Tuck it in nice and neat at the cuticle area. And then again, I kind of walk it down the nail and just feather it off. Just thin it right off down that nail. I wasn't too bothered about getting my fade perfect because I'm going to be covering most of it with glitter anyway. So I'm going to give this layer a quick cure in the lamp. Just a half a cure, 30 seconds. And then I'm going to do the bottom half in white and fade the white up the nail. Same as what I've done with this one, except obviously I'm going to fade it up. So I'm just doing a slip layer. Doing a slip layer as well, it just helps control your next bead that you put on. It kind of keeps it where you want it to be. It doesn't slip and slide about as much, if that makes sense. So I'm going to get the bottom half of this nail how I want it to be. And yeah, just fade it off up that pink part. And I'm going to do another layer of the pink across over the top of this as well. And then that's going to have a full 60-second cure. So, onto the ring finger now. Again, I'm doing a slip layer. This finger's just going to be a plain white nail. Wait and see this white builder in a bottle. I love it. All the white builder in a bottles I have ever bought, they're always sheer, transparent or milky. But this isn't. It is a pure white opaque builder gel. I really, really like it. So again, I'm just getting it tucked in. Try and keep it quite thin at the cuticle area and quite thick around where the tip of the finger is, about there. And then just thin it off down the nail. And I'm going to do another layer, but I think I've done that off camera to save a bit of time. So once I've walked all that gel down the nail, I normally just swipe up the sides just to make sure the sides are covered. I had a little bit of nail tip sticking out there that I didn't file off. That's why it's important to file any nail tip that's hanging over, because it becomes a pain in the arse later on in the set. I'm going to give these a quick file and a buff off camera as well. So I've done that nail bed on the pinky off camera because it's exactly the same as the middle finger. So I'm using Madame Glam's brand new gel polishes. This is their cat eye magnetic gel polish, but I'm just going to use it as a normal polish. Absolutely stunning these are. I've got a swatch video on, I think I got 4 or 5 of these colours. They are beautiful. So I'm just doing a blue band around these nail beds. I'm just painting up the sides of this one and the pinky, and I'm going to cure them for 30 seconds as well. So I pulled out a few of my AliExpress glitters. This is one of my new ones. It's like a pale blue. This is stunning. They're textured, both of them, and I wanted a bit of hollow in there as well. So I'm just going to alternate between all 3 of these glitters. So I'm just giving the free edge of this nail a base coat, and yeah, I'm just going to start putting all different, yeah, just a mixture of all 3 glitters. I'm starting with this one. Can you see the texture on these? They're stunning. Absolutely beautiful glitters. And I'm packing them quite neat up the top, and then I'm just going to put a mixture of the rest of all 3 of them and cover the whole free edge of this nail and the pinky nail. And then once I'm happy with where all that glitter is, I'll cure them in place for 30 seconds. So same with this pointer finger. I've already given it a quick base coat, and again I'm just going to put a mixture of all 3 glitters. I just want a kind of a swoosh. I kind of covered way too much of that ombre fade. I covered up more than I would have wanted to, but it still looked really pretty. So again, that's going to get a 30-second cure as well. So I didn't have any stickers, Aquarius, I had nothing. So I printed these water decals off, and I didn't like them. I couldn't find anything else to use. I really couldn't. So I'm just going to use that one word there that says Aquarius. So when you're cutting decals out, always cut them out as close to the image as you can get. So I'm just going to stick that in some water, and I'm just going to give this nail a quick base coat because I wanted a tacky layer to put this decal on. So once I pulled it out the water, decals, they just slide off the backing. And I'm just going to stick it into this tacky layer. And I just use a silicone tool just to pull it into place and make sure all the sides are stuck down. And then I'm going to seal that in with a top coat as well, just to make sure it's safe and snug. Right, so before I encapsulate these nails, I'm going to put a couple of these 4-pronged stars and moons. Yeah, I'm just going to dot a few on this nail, and I'm going to put some in the free edge of the middle finger and the pinky. and then we can get these encapsulated. So I've cured all them moons and stars into place now, so I'm going to get these nails encapsulated now and just build a little bit of an apex on the nails that are quite flat. So I'll just show you this one and the next one, and then I'll do the other two off camera, and they'll all get a 60-second cure now. And I will also give them a quick file and a buff off camera because it's a long video today, so I've done all my filing off camera. Right, so that's them all encapsulated, all filed, all buffed. So I pulled out these Alina crystals from Sarah Burchett. This is a Summer Skies collection, perfect for this set. It's got a mixture of transparent, metallic, AB, all different sizes. So I'm just using a rhinestone glue, and I'm just going to start getting some gems put on these nails now, and then we can get them finished and top coated. Right guys, we're going to get these finished now, get them top coated. Watch this come to life. Oh my gosh, is that pretty or what? So pretty. So I'm going to get these top coated, and I'm going to use a little detailer brush just to get the top coat right round some of them little gems. And right at the last minute as well, I decided to put a star and a moon on that Aquarius nail because it was just looking a bit out of place. So I'll let you watch this and I'll be back when they are finished. Right guys, that's them finished. Aren't they pretty? Look at the gems. I love that glitter. All different textures and colours, and you can see the hollow, and oh my gosh, I love them. I absolutely love them. I just wish I had something more that said they were Aquarius other than that. Anyway guys, that is it for today. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're not already, hit your notification bell as well so you don't miss any of my videos, and hopefully I'll see you all back in my next one. Take care, bye.